the name of the presentation is more promising than the substance, but in any case, if we would know everything which is going to happen, we should have not been here in this room, probably. In whatever, the crisis came unexpectedly. We're expecting some kind of slowdown at some point, but not in this scale and not in this way. But in any case, it was kind of a signal which came early enough to the region to prevent developments which, going further, could have been even more devastating for the economies. I mean, the fact that level of sophistication of financial world in this part of the world, its CE, is low, and its primitivity is somehow additional hedge against bigger problems. However, how we should look at the, what I have to push here? Okay. It's still, my presentation will be the presentation of maybe cautious optimist, because we're hearing a lot of doomsday scenarios, but this is a crisis, again, which I said we are somehow less developed, but more hedged to the most severe parts of the crisis. So the effects will be more indirect than direct. And this is clear that we are having much larger risk these days. It's clear that the whole region is heavily dependent on capital inflows, which were, of course, pretty high in the good years. Now is expecting to go down. And again, something which we feel every day, that the market is perceiving the risks in the region much higher today compared with 6 months ago, which definitely is not because of change of some fundamentals in the region, but the perceptions about the region. Our competitiveness of CE is still in place. We will have, most of us, and probably all of us, will have a good 2008. And what is expected, as is already said, is that 2009 will be the lowest point of the crisis. What can be good news for us is that these fundamentals, which I'm afraid nobody is looking seriously today, because, again, perceptions and fears and other factors are more important in the assessing the region. But again, not to read the whole thing, but to repeat it, but the fundamentals of CE are still here. In terms of banking penetration, or if you want a little bit broader, the financial services penetration, still compared to Eurozone, you can see that the whole region, with slight differences, really still have a big potential for development. And this development, of course, is not going to happen in 2009 and maybe 2010, but it's going to happen. Unless we believe that the end of the world is coming, which I don't think is the case. Of course, I think that we can talk about the difficulties in having funding, the perceptions of investors about these markets. But of course, now every company and every bank or everybody who's in the business is more cautious planning for 2009. As it was said already, some people have 2 budgets, maybe some others have 3. But in any case, it will be somehow a year where the business management style will be more reactive than proactive. Why? Because it's the imported crisis. And being imported, we don't have a lot to do in order to impact the development of the crisis, but we have to do a lot in order to reduce the impact of the crisis. And that's what we're going to do in 2009. For the time being, I think we are entering Christmas season. The Christmas is going to be here for sure. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.